She's very nice and she's very sweet. When she needs her me time, she needs her me time.
The doctor is on point. When I need my me time, I need my me time. And I take it.
You know, so I know this person really, she's social until she can't be. So also what I see in her, this person has a very strong spirit. Okay. I see the ancestors when I look at her.
And y'all know by listening to my channel how much I love my ancestors. Was this sister not reading me?
She has a lot to offer. And what's coming to me is almost as if a lot of people come to her for counseling.
Our sister is right once again. A lot of it comes from my friends and my family members. I have not yet opened myself up to the larger community, but I will one day because that is my gift.
And she tries to help a lot of
everybody.
People. Just make sure that you keep some of it for yourself.
I have to admit, I had to learn this because I was getting drained. And I realized that I was also being taken advantage of. So I do keep some for myself now.
And there's a lot of goodness coming from her. And when I look at her, I want to know does she lean towards? Is she closer to her mom or her dad? Because I'm looking at her and it looks like she's closer to her mom. I know the dad's in the picture though. And I know she loves her dad. I'm not asking her to pick, but I see her as being like a mama's girl, or her mother's side of her countenance is more distorted. So she has more of her mom on her that I can see right now. Her dad is more stable, is solid. Or whoever the male figure is in her life is very solid.
Okay, our sister said that I was closest to my mom. Well, my mother was all that I knew until recently I found out about my dad, my real father, and I heard he was a very stable man and upstanding, well-loved. But yeah, my mother's side was very distorted. She's right about that.
So she has a good balance.
And what last 3 numbers is that?
Her last 3 numbers is 103.
103. That was for you, 103.
And 103 are the last 3 digits of my phone number. I rushed to make that call.
103, and I'm coming closer to her. And she is so intuitive. 103, you know it before it happens. And trust your first mind.
I'm a true believer of trusting your first mind. Like trusting your gut. Because usually when you do, things tend to go in your favor.
You could be talking to 103 and you could think you're fooling her, or you could be saying something to her that's not true. She knows what you're saying is not true. She's very, very, very intuitive.
Very true indeed. I have a strong sense of discernment.
So the last thing that I will say when I'm looking at her tongue is that her stomach is stressed. And I think that has to do with the way that she's eating. I really think she needs to tighten up her what she's actually ingesting. And so I will leave that for 103. And I got
our sister is right again. I've always had stomach problems, and when I was a child, I used to stay home from school a lot because of my stomach aches. My mother didn't know that it was because I was lactose intolerant. And nobody really talked about lactose intolerance back in those days anyway. When I got older, I also realized it had to do with my food combining, like proteins with carbs. That's a no-no.